in a dim hospital ward, doctors are scrambling, fighting to save this unconscious guy flat on the bed. Nurses swarm around, monitoring his heartbeat, his breaths, it's tense as hell. Suddenly, his pulse flatlines, breathing stops. The doc slams his hands on the guy's chest, yelling, "Get the defibrillator." The machine by the bed screams to life, beeps blasting. Blood pressure spikes hard. The nurse glances over, relieved. Thanks to Dr. Yayu, the guy's stabilized. She turns to her friend. Hwa Kyung always shows up late, leaves early. All 'cause his dad's the deputy head here. The nurse spills more. He forced his girlfriend to get an abortion. And he's banging a married woman. Kyo spins around, flashing a smile at them. I want to save lives. He nods. I'll stick around a bit longer. The doc eyes the unconscious guy. Conditions stable. He's good to go home. The nurse calls out, "Rest well, doctor." She watches him go, sighing to her friend. I wish he'd be my husband. Her friend shoots back, Q's already got a girlfriend. Late evening now. Kyo climbs the stairs to his apartment, checks his watch. Hopes Lily isn't freaking out. He thinks, short weekend break, gonna make things right with her. Inside, he hears her voice. Come into the shower with me. Heart pounding, Kyo slips in. There she is, with someone. Fear hits him like a truck. His girlfriend, Jang Lily, cheating right under his nose. He creeps closer to the bathroom door, hears a girl's voice, and some strangers. Resolute, he steps up, no clue who this guy's supposed to be. Then he freezes. Asterisk, what's the point? Won't change shit anyway, asterisk. Right by the door now. Lily's voice, all happy, my boyfriend's back soon. Don't want him catching us. Kyo turns away. The stranger laughs. If you're scared, that's what makes it fun. Kyo whips back, recognizes that voice instantly. Lily asks, did you tell your father to make me permanent staff? The guy replies, Dad's deputy head. No problem at all. Kyo's gut twists, it's his acquaintance, Wei Shan, in there. She's using him for a promotion. He turns away again. Here's them trash-talking him. The guy boasts, final call's Dad's anyway. He kisses her. You never got close to Q. He pulls her in. You're just dating Q out of pity. Lily sneers. He's a half-orphan. Makes me sick. Kyo's world cracks, it's true. His mom ditched the family. Hwa hugs her tighter. What's this half-orphan crap? Lily explains. Nobody knows who his dad's even supposed to be. Hwa snaps, his mom should have figured out who she was screwing. Rage explodes. Kyo bursts in, slams his fist into Hwa's face, full force. Hwa stumbles back, shocked, scared, pissed. Stares at Kyo in the steamy shower. Kyo stands silent, eyes locked on Lily and her boyfriend. She stares back, terrified, screams, Kyo. His voice breaks, sad and low. Didn't think you'd be like this. Lily grabs a towel, wraps up. To Hwa, I'd never love a loser like him. She glares at Kyo. 2 years, and all you gave me? This bracelet, your family junk. She yanks it off, tosses it. I'm done. Going my own way. Flashback hits Kyo, Lily from before. When the hell did she turn into this? He stares at the bracelet in his hand, confused, furious. Hwa glares. You really want more? Kyo snarls, say that again. Boom, fist cracks Hwa's face. Tooth flies out. Hwa clutches his jaw, raging. You hit me again. He screams, you're dead now. Swings wild and hurls Kyo hard. Alright, listen up, this is how it goes down. That bastard charges in, lands a brutal punch aside, then rushes up and kicks Q with everything he's got. He grabs Q's hand, stomps down hard with his foot, crushes the guy's leg full force, and sneers, "How would you like this?" Q screams at the top of his lungs. The guy scoops up his girlfriend and they bolt from the shower. Q's left sprawled on the floor. Right next to him, a necklace. Q starts coming to, gasping in terror. Turns out, this thug? He's the eldest ancestor of the Yi family. Undefeated in his life. Before dying, he sealed a piece of his divine consciousness in that jade bracelet. It's been the family heirloom ever since. The old man's there, cross-legged in meditation. He never thought his bloodline would sink this low. So he steps up, gonna teach Q every damn thing he knows. The ancestor lays it out, your inheritance must be used for good. Don't waste it on anything else, or your body won't even get buried. Boom! Q's body lights up like lightning hit him. He snaps awake, eyes flying open, scanning the bathroom floor. He's back in his own shower. Head pounding, he grabs it, memories flooding in, his girlfriend, her boyfriend. He stares at his hands, no wounds. Completely healed. Intact. Q gawks ahead, baffled, thinking, this has to be a dream. He squeezes his eyes shut. Then it hits, new knowledge surges inside. Full records of talismans and spells whirl around him. Bad luck talismans. Divine movement ones. Exorcism. Heavenly eye-opener. Over 100 kinds, all flooding in. Q's eyes snap wide, staring ahead in pure fear. What the hell is happening? Phone rings. It's Director Bai. Q slumps on the floor, picks up. Director Bai, you wanna see me today? Her voice cuts sharp, meet me at the hospital. Morning. Q stares ahead. I understand. He thinks asterisk she's never been this pissed before asterisk. Next morning, Q drags into the hospital early. One of the guys freezes, staring ahead like he's seen a ghost. The girl next to him buzzes with excitement, that's Madam Bai right there, she operated on my mom. I stand silent in the corridor, eyeing everyone. Youngest chief surgeon in Zhangju hospital history. Skills? Flawless. Q bolts down the hall, yanking on his white coat. Colleagues glare, pissed he's even showing up. He reaches her office, hesitates forever at the door. Deep breath. Knocks. It's me. Come in, she says flat. Bai glares from her desk. You know why I called you? Q stands by the table. No. I've always thought highly of you. She explodes up, sweeps the documents off the desk. But I'm completely disappointed. Q eyes the papers, Guo Shatsong's work. Identical to his. In a shaky voice, Director, I don't know how this happened. Everything's identical except the signature. How? I didn't sleep for a month straight writing this. He clutches the docs. Zhang Lulu was on night duty, she can confirm. No good, Bai snaps, turning away. Lulu confirmed Guo finished his early. Q grabs the papers harder, eyes wild. Starting this month, you're suspended from the clinic. Transferred to nursing. In a frightened voice, I can't work nursing, I'm a doctor. Q stumbles out to the corridor. Colleagues shoot him dirty looks. Alright, listen up, this is how it goes down. Kyo's fuming inside, thinking that couple's gonna pay full price. He'll handle it himself. He stands by the elevator, hears the cabin hit his floor. Doors slide open slow. He peers in careful like. And there she is, his girlfriend, standing with her boyfriend. Kyo thinks to himself, doctors meet. The guy spots him, looks pissed. I keep bumping into you. The guy turns to his girl slight. Bing stood up for him. I promised I'd get him fired. Kyo's shocked, hearing her talk about the director. He says to the guy, interested, "You won't believe I have a real relationship with the director." The guy sneers sly. Bing can't be in a close relationship. She's very icy. Lily hugs her boyfriend tight. I got rid of my best intern for you. He asks her stern. You feel sorry for him now? Kyo will now only serve patients as an orderly. Kyo remembers his director. Realizes Bing wanted to help him. Thinks, if I quit, no hospital will hire me again. He snaps angry at his girl. How could you fall in love with such a runt? Lily looks at him. I hadn't met you then. He pulls her close, voice all romantic. I booked a hotel room for us today. Lily hisses. Don't talk about it in public. The guy snaps angry. You like it when I behave like this? Kyo's boiling, overhearing his ex with her boyfriend. Fist clenches hard. But he remembers cameras in the elevator. Can't lose it. One slip, fired, career done. Thinks, asterisk never too late for revenge. If it comes, nothing happens, asterisk. Elevator bell dings. They hit the floor. The guy slaps a hand on Kyo's shoulder, angry. Where you going? Kyo turns, glares. What do you want? Guy leans in stern. Your life in this hospital's gonna be hard now. Guy bolts into the corridor, yelling at the staff. He's no intern anymore, just a nurse. Accuses Kyo loud. Stole my thesis for a promotion. Beat me up to play the villain. Stands dead center, shouting. Authorities should have thrown him out for a month. Now he's my nurse. Turns to patients. Write complaints about Kyo. One worker pipes up. Jeonju Hospital's top 3 in the country. How'd they hire this scoundrel? A girl worker grimaces. Disgusting, he was my colleague. Kyo's raging inside. Hates every word from the crowd. Guy keeps yelling down the hall. I haven't told you everything yet. Kyo calls out his name. Gwa. Gwa shouts furious. Raised only by his mom, no dad. Half orphan. Kyo's fury peaks. Bolts to run from the hospital. A worker's stunned. Now I get Kyo's behavior. Another snaps angry. How's a guy like that a doctor? Kyo sprints full tilt down the corridor. The girl yells after him. I don't want to work with an unstable colleague. Kyo stops dead. Thinks, if I leave now, I'll never be a doctor. Stands there in the corridor, weighing it. Then decides, walk away for good. Looks straight ahead, angry resolve. I can take the risk. Meanwhile, was yapping happy to the crowd. Kyo steps up stern and pissed. You afraid of karma? Gwa glares back. I don't believe in karma. I'm telling the truth. Kyo smiles, small, vicious. Stares him down. Sudden Gui takes a brutal hit, unseen. Coughs blood. Legs buckle. Crashes to the floor. Crowd freaks. Lamp rips from the ceiling, smashes down. Glass box shatters everywhere. Gua hauls up furious, face busted, blood streaking. Frightened nurse hovers. He snarls. Lamp was small, but it hurt like hell. Lily rushes over. You okay? Kyo steps from behind. What did you say about the dissertation? Lily whips around, furious glare. Points sharp at Kyo. You've gone completely crazy. Kyo cool. Can you prove it? Guy wheezes to Lily. Help me to the emergency room. She grips his shoulder. Don't move. Turns to Kyo. I'll be right next to him. Alright, listen up, this guy's day is about to go straight to hell, and it's all coming back around. Right then, as his girlfriend's propping him up from behind, a nurse sneaks in from the side with a tray. The girl slips hard on the floor and starts tumbling, she can't hold it. Bottles of rubbing alcohol crash down, shatter everywhere, liquid splashing wild in all directions. The guy screams bloody murder. He feels the alcohol burn into his skin. He hits the floor, yelling he's in agony. His terrified girlfriend just freezes beside him. Lily spins around and snaps at the nurse, "Be more careful." The nurse, shaking, starts begging, forgive me, forgive me." Lily yells in a fury, "Nurses! Get me a stretcher for my friend." The girl carefully wheels her friend onto the stretcher. She tells him, "Be patient." But as the guy rolls through the door, his leg gets crushed in the frame. He screams like a banshee, pure agony ripping through his leg. His girlfriend grabs him, yanks with everything she's got, trying to drag him into the elevator. Guards rush in from the side. They pull with all their strength, hauling him back out. Suddenly, the room goes pitch black. Someone shouts, "Who turned off the lights?" He's freaking out now, bellowing for help. Our main guy, Q, stands off to the side, watching close through the elevator door. He figures it's karma, plain and simple. He stares ahead, dead silent. Then it hits him what went down just hours ago. Flashback an hour. This massive magical book pops up right in front of Q. He raises his hand and says, "It's time to try the good luck charm." Q's clutching a small paper talisman, covered in magical inscriptions. Kyo turns and walks off. He mutters to himself, "Good conquers evil. Doesn't matter if I'm acquitted or not." Q strolls calm, talisman tucked in his pocket. Kyo pauses, ears perked, he hears the guy screaming in terror from the elevator door. Cut to the park out front of the hospital. People stroll the path by the fence and pond. Q's walking, thinking hard, I can't go back to mom like this. She'll be crushed, demoted to nurse, Suddenly, splash, from the side. Someone's hit the water. Q stops dead. A boy's fallen in the pond, thrashing, screaming, "Help! Help!" Folks line the shore, clueless how to jump in. The kid's sinking fast. Someone yells, "Call for help!" Q bolts forward, no hesitation. He dives from the shore into the pond, swimming like a shark to save the drowning boy. Q grabs him tight, hollers to the crowd, "Call an ambulance!" He hauls the kid to shore. Kneels down, "Where are your parents?" A passerby shouts back, panicked, "I called the doctors, they're coming soon." Q stares at the boy, heart pounding, he's not moving. Q slams his hands on the kid's chest, pumping hard to bring him back. The boy stirs, eyes fluttering open. He mutters something under his breath. Then bolts upright, coughing up water like a fountain. Q steadies him. The little guy looks up, "Who are you?" Q asks, "Where are your parents?" An old man and another guy rush up. The old man yells, "Shao!" Grandpa grabs his grandson in a death grip, relief flooding his face, "You're safe." Shao points right at question, "He saved me." Q tells the old man, "Get him to the hospital for a full check. And you older folks, keep a closer eye on your grandkids at home." The other guy snaps angrily, "Do you even know who you're talking to?" The old man shoots Shao a stern look, "Shao Yan, get to the car. We're going to the hospital now." Grandpa extends a hand to question, "Thank you. I'll watch him better, I promise." Q takes a closer look, expensive suit, gold watch gleaming. This old man's no ordinary guy. Grandpa grips Q's hand, "What's your name?" Q says, "Q, I don't need anything." The old man slips him a card with 500,000 on it. Q backs off, spooked. No, I don't need the money. Q stares silent. Grandpa eyes him right back. Q turns, voice shaky, you're fine, right? Grandpa pauses, then says, I'm fine. Q nods, your breathing changed for a second there. Q waves them off, take the boy to the hospital. Goodbye. The old man watches Q walk away, long and hard. He thinks, I've seen the world's best doctors for years. None of them could. The old doctor tells the patient exactly what he's sick with. The old man freezes, stunned. Our guy just looked right at him, nothing more. He decides God gave him this chance to live a little longer. In the back seat of the car, the old man turns to his driver. Jiao, ask around, what's wrong with that gentleman? Grandfather? Jiao says. Find me every detail on him, the old man demands. Up front, our guy stares out the window, clueless anyone's digging into him. He gets home, drags himself up to the apartment. Exhausted, he heads to the kitchen. Mom, I'm back. She's holding a plate of food. Why are you so wet? She grabs him a towel. Did you go swimming in the lake or what? Nothing gets past you, he says. He eyes the food, lights up. I'm starving. Eat first, she says, then tell me what happened. He digs in with chopsticks. Saved a kid who fell in the water. He's safe now. She's gripping her chopsticks. Don't forget your own safety. I don't want anything bad happening to you. You eat too, he tells her. Think the same about me, she says. I don't want you in danger. Everything's fine, he assures her. Her name's Chen Jinglan. She smiles. You're not obedient. He glances at old photos, big family back then. The Chen clan cut her off. Left her alone with a baby. And there's the father he hates, abandoned them both. Never even met the guy. Irresponsible trash. Doesn't deserve to breathe. He's too young to grill her about it yet. She always changes the subject anyway. Staring at her now, he sees it still cuts deep. She hates remembering. She's washing dishes. I'll pack dinner for Lily. Haven't seen her in ages. He's wiping the table. She keeps going. I'm waiting for you to marry that girl. I'd love a grandson. He shuts his eyes, lets her words hang. No answer. I'm tired, he finally says. Gonna sleep. Go rest, she tells him. He storms to his room, slams the door, done talking. Collapses on the bed, hand over his face. Lily flashes in his mind. He'll explain to Mom next time. But how the hell do you tell her about the betrayal? He tosses and turns, sleep's impossible. Then it hits him, the magic book. He summons the Mon Encyclopedia of Talismans. Flips it open, family secrets on medicine, martial arts, hidden spells. If he can't sleep, might as well learn something. Eyes closed, he's lost in it. Night vanishes. Morning light creeps in. He's staring at the ceiling, dead tired, didn't sleep a wink. Clock says 8 a.m. time to move. He throws on clothes. Mom, I'm out. Have a good day, Chen Jinglan says, smiling. So much energy. At the hospital, inpatient ward. He finds his sister nurse. What happened? Patient in 301 had leg surgery yesterday, she says. She's pissed. You're on duty there today, she snaps. Intensive care, go. No breaks. On my way, he says. He grabs the door handle, steps in. Morning. She's in bed, pajamas, looks up surprised. Hi. Damn, he's thinking, she's gorgeous. They sent me a nurse now? She says, eyeing him. He flashes his ID. I'm your nurse, Lin. She studies him, smiles. What do you think when you see me? You're very beautiful, he blurts, excited. She puts her hands on his shoulders, locks eyes. What do you consider the most? Do you think my face is beautiful? She gets real close, pressing her chest against him. Kyo shoves her back with both hands. You should lie in bed, he says. Lin just smiles, eyeing him. You're very shy. Kyo stays calm. I need to examine your leg. Her eyes go wide with fear. I just met this guy, and he's already asking for my leg? You had surgery on it, Kyo reminds her. He crouches down low, checking the wound on her leg. Lin's sitting on the couch. Kyo unwraps the bandage real careful. She winces. It hurts. How'd you get a wound like this, he asks. Lin glances away. Broken bone from a car accident. Why another surgery? Kyo says, staring at her leg. In his head, he's thinking she doesn't even need it anymore. Appearance is very important to me, she says. I don't want the scar to remain. Right then, Dr. Van bursts in. How are you feeling today? My mood improved thanks to him, Lin says, nodding at Kyo. Dr. Van, how will you remove the scar? Van sighs. It's very large. It'll take a couple more surgeries and a long recovery. Can't do it in a month. Lin's stunned. Is there really nothing that can be done? Kyo steps up. I'll use the Mon talisman. Whole process takes a week. Lin and Van's jaws drop. Van snaps, angry, you're a sorcerer, not a nurse. He shouts at Kyo, if something happens, all responsibility lies with the hospital. Lin yells, medics, wait. I want to hear him out. Van turns to her. The talisman? That's a story. It won't help get rid of your scar. Lin stands up. Can you solve my problem in a month? Cut to the ward, Kyo's alone with her now, in the VIP room. He's decided to help. Lin leans in, eyes lit. What talisman were you talking about? Kyo's pumped. The Mon talisman, traditional medicine with a unique effect. She's on the bed. How long will it take? About 5 minutes, he says. Van's floored. The other doctor's shaking his head, doesn't buy it. Kyo looks aside. I was framed by Guishan. Van's voice goes stern. This hospital's no place for tricks. Lin shouts at him, shut up. She glares at Van. Don't interfere, he's offering something. He's just an ordinary nurse, Van fires back. Can't trust him. Lin's furious. Now Kyo's my nurse. She turns to him. I'll trust you. Kyo nods. Thank you. Let's begin. He stretches his hand out, a bright glow erupts around him. He's holding this blazing ball. I'll start immediately. He presses the talisman to her leg. Van scoffs, should have been an actor, not a doctor. One medic chimes in, go to Hunan, practice the dragon dance there. Kyo ignores it all, folds his hands, focuses hard on her. Then bam, he yanks his hand away, pulls the talisman off. Lin stares down, shocked. The scar, it's gone. Van's eyes bug out. He can't believe the instant heal. He leans in, poking at her leg. How is this possible? What did you do? He asks Kyo. Lin kicks him away with her foot. I'll write a complaint against you. She snarls, get out. The medic stammers, I'm leaving. Van backs up, hands up. I didn't want anything. He bolts to the door. Lin puts her hand on Kyo's shoulder. Tell me about skin care methods. Out in the corridor, other patients and a nurse watch. Van storms past, assistants trailing. They crowd him. What about his treatment methods? Shut up. Van explodes, not even turning. Get back to work. Back in the ward, Lynn's staring at Kyo, intense. He shifts, confused. Why are you looking at me like that? Something on my face? Is my face a little swollen? She asks. You had surgery, he says. That's why the swelling could be. Alright, listen up, this is how it goes down. In just 2 days, everything's back to normal. The patient stares at the guy, eyes searching. She turns to our main character and asks, could I enlarge my body? He answers her straight, you're already beautiful. No need to do anything. The girl looks at him. Is he really embarrassed by my appearance? Our guy Tio feels the heat, totally embarrassed. He doesn't say a word. The patient spins around to the guy. You're very funny. I believe you. She reaches out her hand to our main character. I'm Kyo. He looks at her. I thought your name was Nymph Lynn. She's surprised, displeased. What did you say? Patient smiles a little. I'm really called Nymph because of my eyes. Tio jumps in. All this is not true. She stares at him, bewildered. Our main character grins, voice full of joy. You're much more beautiful than the nymph. Lynn smiles at him. You are a master of compliments. He explains to her, I'm expressing gratitude to you this way. To the patient, he adds, I want to be a nurse for you. Lynn lays it out. I'll introduce you to my rich girlfriends. You'll learn much more than in this place. He shakes his head. I just want to become a doctor. I consider it my calling to help people. She's surprised again, eyes searching him deep. Lynn turns sly. Now this is all a different matter. To our main character, you're the guy of my dreams. Only you will be my nurse. Kyo looks at her, fear flashing, but he thanks her with pure admiration. Patient asks him, do you need to sign the document? Yeah, he says. I'm going to get it now. She grabs her phone, dials a friend. Give me information about a nurse named Yetu. The voice on the line, I'll send all the detailed information now. Kyo takes the phone, reads it over. Patient's eyes widen, surprised he's born out of wedlock, could be capable of plagiarism. Knock at the door. Go steps in, greets her cool. She glares, displeased. Who are you? I'm a surgeon, he says. Name's Go. Patient's shocked at Go. He starts advising her sharp, refuse treatment from our main character. Kyo bursts in, surprise exploding. What are you doing? Go snaps angry, fire Kyo immediately. Girl smiles at him. You've put yourself in a bad light. I didn't give you permission for treatment. Kyo fires back, angry, why are you clinging to me? He turns to her, insistent. Think about my words. Patient turns away. I want to choose you for myself. Go warns her, if he's your nurse, the hospital won't be responsible for the consequences. Lynn's voice goes stern. Are you really threatening me now? She looks at our main character, calls him by name. To Go, when living conditions worsen, people turn into animals. They'll do anything to survive. She's on the couch now, facing our main character. You didn't turn into an animal, even with your hard life. To Go, you're being bullied. Do you understand? Kyo looks calm at her. I understand everything. Lynn stares him down, stern. Almost everyone uses him. Our main character turns, displeased. Why are you looking at me? Go glares angry, mouth opening for something rude. K swings hard, fist cracking into Go's face with all his strength. In the hospital ward, Go's face is twisted with rage as he storms up to Q. Did you just hit me? He snarls. Q doesn't flinch. I'm done putting up with your nonsense. Go swings hard. You're a dead man. A sharp voice slices the air. Len steps between them, eyes blazing. Lower your hand, now. She glares at Gua. Who do you think you are, swinging your arm in a patient's room like you're auditioning for a boxing match? Gua sneers. You're just like him. Len doesn't blink. You're nothing without your daddy's name. A real doctor? More like a doctor of hot air. Q stands there, stunned, trying to place her. That last name. Xiaomi director? Gua's boiling. He storms for the door. This isn't over, Q. Q turns to Len, voice softer. Thanks for stepping in. Saved me from a bad sequel to that fistfight. She grins, eyes bright. You held your own. Feeling good after that? Q smiles, real this time. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty alive. He pauses. You really think I'm some pushover? Len laughs. Weak? Nah, you're built like a tank, just waiting to roll. She leans in, serious now. You're young, Q, no cash, no big connections. But me? I protect what's mine and demand what's fair. A smirk. I'm not here for the drama, unlike some people who seem to love starring in their own soap opera. In chess, even a newbie can topple a grandmaster. Stay humble, Q, or you'll never guard your own lines. She smiles, softer. I've been through the ringer myself. Trust me, it builds character and a few gray hairs. Her words land heavy. People like me? We're scared deep down, she says. The higher you climb, the more money and guts it takes. She nods at him. You'll get there. Experience is the best teacher, even if it's a bit of a grumpy one. Q just listens, mind spinning. Len reaches out, ruffles his hair. I'm taking you under my wing. Anyone messes with you, I'll make them regret it. Promise. Q's sitting on the floor now. He touches her leg, quiet. Thanks, Len. She arches a brow, teasing. A simple thanks won't cut it, buddy. Her grin turns wicked. Open your mouth. Q freezes, eyes wide. She laughs. Relax, I'm kidding. Just sign this contract. Still shaken, Q signs. A job. Just like that. Len tilts her head. Now, can you fix my leg? Q nods. The talisman's working on your bone tissue. Recovery's in progress, but don't push it unless you want to limp like a pirate. He smiles. How about a walk outside? Len lights up. She's up, reaching for the wheelchair, then throws her arms around him. Be my boyfriend. Q wheels her out, laughing as she waves like royalty. Outside, a woman named Ken walks up to the hospital, smiling to herself. Lily hasn't had a home-cooked meal in ages, she's here to surprise her son and his girlfriend. Then she stops dead. Lily's out front, with some guy. Ken turns to her friend, confused. Who's that woman with them? Koyan's voice is hard. You and Q are supposed to be planning a wedding. Lily sighs. Caught in a plagiarism mess. I'm done with him. Ken's stomach drops. Her son, on track to be a doctor, could lose it all. She whispers, he might get fired. Lily nods. It's over. Ken panics. She spots Dr. Gua and runs to him. Give my son another chance. I'll pay whatever you want. Gua's face twists. He slaps her. Q stole my dissertation. No second chances. The blow sends a metal barrel crashing, food spilling everywhere. Lily grimaces. Ugh, that smells like a dumpster's lunch special. Q steps in, voice like steel. Clean this mess up, Gwa. Ken's shaking, apologizing over and over, begging Q to explain. She drops to her knees in front of Gwa. Gwa sneers. I don't want your apologies. Ken's desperate. I'm begging for my son. Q's there in a flash, grabbing her shoulders. Mom, get up. She keeps pleading. Q's rage explodes. He grabs Gwa by the throat. Why'd you make my mother kneel? Ken cries, I knelt on my own. Gwa chokes out, I could end you right here. Q's eyes burn. You're pushing me, Gwa. Ken shouts, let him go, Q. He could save your career. But Q can't hear her. Gwa grabs his head, spitting, people like you don't belong here. Q dodges as Ken tries to bargain with money. Gwa slaps her again. Don't treat me like your son. He vows to ruin Q. Q charges. One punch. Gwa hits the ground. Q's on him, strangling. You'll pay today, Gwa. Gwa gasps, cameras are everywhere. Ken screams, stop, Q. Lily's on her phone, calling security. Q lets go. Gwa collapses. Q pins his hand under his boot, grinding down. You stole my girlfriend and my dissertation. You hurt my mother. He yanks Gwa up by the shirt, slams him back down. Apologize to her. Gwa spits blood. I'm not groveling for some old lady. Q looms. I could end you right now. Another punch. A voice booms, stop this instant. Director Bai stands there, calm but commanding. She glares at Q, stop. Lily runs to her. Save Gwa. Bai's voice is ice. Release Dr. Gwa. Now. She steps closer. Your mother would be heartbroken if you went to jail. A hand lands on Q's shoulder. Len. Back off. Q doesn't fight her. He flings Gwa away. The man hits the ground hard. Q's hand rests on Len's shoulder, voice low. Touch my mother again, you'll regret it. Gwa scrambles up, furious. How can you let him go? He tried to kill me. Bai grabs Gwa's shirt. That dissertation wasn't yours. Don't insult me. She turns to the crowd. Stop the gossip. Now. Her eyes lock on Q. You. With me. Later, in her office, Bai sits behind her desk. I have no idea what you're trying to say. Len apologizes. Sorry for barging in. Someone else speaks up. You don't need to get involved. The Gwa family runs this place. Len's voice cuts through. I care about everyone here. Not just the patients. Q glances at her, she wants to say more, but doesn't. Bai looks at Q.C. Ken steps forward. Thank you for saving my son. She sighs. He's grown. He has to fight his own battles. The door slams open. Go Doden storms in, Gwa's boyfriend's father, vice president of Jeongju Hospital. He's livid. Do you even respect the law? He jabs a finger at Q, he beat a man into the hospital. He turns to Bai. You treat this place like your playground. Len stands. Q faces no punishment. He's a skilled surgeon. Doden snaps, a plagiarist has no future. Violence has no place in a doctor. Len goes quiet. Doden points at Q, you're not even fit to be human. He bellows, guards. Drag him out. Q steps forward, calm. I've got this, director. Trust me. Len's eyes are wide, worried. The guards rush him. Q moves fast, fists, elbows, knees. They drop one by one. Outside, tires screech. A sleek black car pulls up. A man in a sharp suit steps out. Xiao Yun, Dragon King's personal guard. A nurse bows. Sir? Len's on her phone. Executive Director Zhao is here. Q finishes the last guard, breathing hard. He turns to Bai. I can't stay. He walks to his mother. Let's go. Xiao approaches. Long time, Q. Q smiles. Mr. Xiao. Xiao pulls him aside. Q says, I don't work here anymore. Taking my mom home. Zhao's look says enough. He doesn't argue. Doden's confused. Why didn't you announce your visit? He glares at Q, he caused chaos. Zhao's voice is flat. Is your son dead? Doden hesitates. Then there's no problem. He turns to Q, you're invited to the Dragon King's mansion. As a guest. Doden's jaw drops. Guo too. How does Q know the Dragon King? Later, Q rides in a car with Xiao, winding through quiet country roads. He calls his mom. I'll be late. He eyes the driver. Not exactly friendly. Out loud, what does the royal dragon want with me? The driver spins around. Don't call him that. You'll find out. Q presses. Who is the royal dragon? Xiao sighs. Clueless. Everyone knows Longan Q, king of the underworld. Fights like a tiger with his bare hands. Q blinks. I saw him yesterday. Driver grins. I'm his bodyguard. Almost there. The car climbs a mountain road, stops at a massive gate. Guards bow. Brother Xiao. Xiao nods at Q, follow me. Q steps out. Here we go. So we step into this quiet garden, all green and still. Moon's there at a low table, brush in hand, painting these flowing symbols on parchment like he's talking to the paper. Xiao leans in close to Kyo and whispers, don't bother the royal dragon. Kyo just stands there, watching the old man work. The brush never stops, bold, clean strokes. Kyo squints, reading the characters. Long silence. Then he says, this calligraphy, it feels deeply melancholic. The brush jerks. Ink splatters. Moon spins around, eyes sharp. Xiao grabs Kyo's head and hisses, apologize. But Moon tilts his head. Why did you call my work sad? Kyo doesn't flinch. It reminds me of Shinkiji. These strokes, they roar. Like a tiger charging across the plains. Not a poet. A general. Moon stares. Then he laughs, big, deep, from the gut. Kid's got eyes. Moon claps Kyo on the shoulder. You spooked me at first. Then his face hardens. I called you here because I need healing. Kyo blinks. Moon turns away. Seen every famous doctor. None knew what was wrong. You saw it in one look. I'm not sure I can fix it, Kyo says. Moon shrugs. If you can't, it's my time. No blame. Kyo nods, steps closer, takes the old man's wrist. Pulse check. His fingers freeze. The hand's ice cold. Dead cold. He looks up. Left hand. Moon lifts it. Scorching. Like it's been pressed to a stove. Moon watches him. So, what's next, Doc? Kyo rubs his chin. You've got a week. Maybe less. Jang charges over. Nonsense. Moon raises a hand. Let him speak. He turns to Kyo. What's killing me? Poison, Kyo says, calm. Or something like it. Any weird feelings lately? 6 months, Moon says. Ice in my veins 1 minute, fire the next. Like I'm burning and freezing at the same time. Kyo nods. Not poison. Black magic. Yin-yang curse. Lies in the blood. Doctors can't see it. Moon's eyes light up. You're the first to name it. Kyo keeps going. Started 3 years ago, stomach pain, chills, fear of cold. Now it's flipped. Can't stand heat. Every word true, Moon says. Yin-yang snake, Kyo says. Slithering through your blood. Need the heavenly eye to find it. Moon leans in. You can open it? 3 people in the world can. 1. Longu. The living Buddha in Tibet. Cut to the car, Kyo and Zhao winding down a mountain road. Kyo's thinking hard. Hour ago, he saw it, blue mark on Moon's back. Not a bruise. A seal. He warned Moon the cure would hurt. Moon just grinned. Bring it. Kyo pulls out the needle, long, thick, silver. Places his hands on Moon's body. Watches. Feels the energy shift. 9th point of the Minman needle. He presses. Something clicks. Zhang's eyes go wide. The marks, they're gone. Kyo wipes sweat. 1 month, you're safe. But to break the curse for good? Need the Buddha to open heaven's window. Zhang hugs Moon. I'll find him. Desert, mountains, wherever. Moon just nods, grateful. Back in the car, mountains rising ahead. Kyo tells Jiang, no delays. 1 month. Jiang nods. On it. Kyo glances over. What's this list of tigers you keep mentioning? Royal Dragons number 1. Jiang smirks. You know the Forbes list? Wealthiest people. Same idea. But for fighters. Tiger list every 5 years. Top 30 martial artists. Royal Dragon was 12th once. And the Dragon list? Every 10 years. Donggu Mountain. Grandmasters only. Wudon 2nd. L 3rd. Abbot of Dal Tian Long 4th. Top spot? Xiaoju. Northern god of war. Commands 1,000,000 men. Beat everyone at 25. Now 35. Maybe on the god list. Kyo's eyes go wide. God list? Every 30 years. Strongest in the world. I don't know much. Just that it exists. Kyo grins. I'd pay to watch that. Jiang side-eyes him. Kyo laughs. Relax. I'm not fighting. Just curious. Hospital. Kyo walks the hall, pushes open the door. Your VIP healer's here. He stops. Lin's on the couch. Just underwear. Hair wild. She looks up, grins. Well, look who finally showed up. Took you long enough, hero. Kyo rubs his face. Lin, your outfit's playing hide-and-seek today. She looks down. Oh no. Covers herself, laughing. Totally forgot. Kyo steps in, buttons her gown. Hair's having a party too. She presses a finger to his lips. Shoo, nurses don't have your gentle touch, you know. Then she wraps her arms around him. I've decided. I want to be your girl. Kyo's face goes red. Wow, Lin, you don't hold back, do you? She climbs into his lap. Come on, Kyo, don't you want to be my boyfriend? I'm a catch. I promise I'll make you the happiest guy on the planet, deal? Kyo swallows. If I say no, I'm done for. Alright, Lin, you win. I'm in. She bursts out laughing. Oh, Kyo, you're way too easy to tease. Gotcha. He groans. You're trouble. She points to buttons on the floor. Help me find these runaways, will you? As he helps her dress, she says, you could have handled go with more punch. Kyo pours water, hands it over. Everyone's talking about the black eye. Don't hesitate next time, she says. Could cost you. Across the ward, another bed. A man bandaged, machines beeping. Lily rushes in. You're awake. Oh, thank goodness. Doc says 6 months and you're good as new. He glares. Get out. She freezes. But. I said leave. Tears in her eyes, she turns. Shut up, he roars. This is your fault. He looks at his broken body. I'll make Kyo's entire family pay for this. Later that evening, Kyo dragged himself into the apartment, dead tired. Mom, I'm home, he called, voice flat. His mom, Kan, hurried over, face tight with worry. Are Go's boyfriend and his dad giving you trouble? She asked, looking him over. Kyo gave a weak smile. Nah, Mom, it's all good. Go's director won't be knocking on my door anytime soon, trust me. Kan pulled him into a hug. Everything's going to be fine, sweetheart, she said, then perked up. Oh. Mr. Shao dropped off a gift for you today, from the Dragon King himself. Kyo opened the box and stared a 100-year-old wild ginseng, glowing faint but screaming money. This thing's worth more than my whole closet, he thought, buzzing inside. Fighters would kill for it. The Dragon King knew he'd use it right. He clutched the box. I'm beat. Heading to my room. She yelled after him, eat something hot first. But Kyo was already gone, door slamming. Alone, he fired up the 9 Revolution Divine Dragon technique. Sounds like something a superhero would name their workout plan, he muttered, cracking open the old book. It promised mastery would make him untouchable. Never cultivated before, but why not start with the cool stuff, he said, grinning. He bit into the ginseng, settled in, eyes closed. Focused on the chance, breath, nature, energy. Suddenly, it hit, like sitting in a forest, power flooding him. Without this root, I'd just be wishing, he thought. He saw blue sky, calm, pulling it in slow. Hands to chest, deep breath out, strength surged. A fiery orb glowed in his mind. I'm basically a master now, aren't I? Eyes hard, he swore he'd prove every doubter wrong. Next day, he walked into the hospital, straight to the VIP ward. Elevator dinged, Kyo. Lily yelled, rushing up. I've been looking everywhere for you. Kyo sighed. Lily, there's nothing left between us, okay? Let's not do this. You need to listen to me, she snapped. Go to his room, apologize, and start looking for a new job. He turned away, she chased, heels echoing. You're scared I'll leave you, aren't you, he said, glancing back. Her face went white. She bolted after him, yelling his name. Kyo stepped into Lin's room with a breakfast tray, set it down. Pick your poison, he grinned. Her eyes sparkled. Ooh, are you gonna feed me? How romantic, she teased, scooting close. Don't forget, we've got a deal, mister. He picked up a dumpling with chopsticks, held it out. She bit, hot, hot, hot. Did you cook this in a volcano? He laughed. You okay? Still fanning her mouth, she leaned in, hugged him. I'm burning up. Blow on me, quick. Door flew open, Director Bai walked in, face like stone. Kyo eyed her warily. Lin beamed. Hey, Director. I'm doing great, thanks to my personal chef here, nudging him. You're recovering well, I see, Bai said, cold. Lin waved. You can go now, we're good. Kyo headed out, but both yelled, stop. Lin turned to Bai. I'm not buying that you're just here to check on me. Bai stared at Kyo. I'm here for him. Follow me, now. Lin launched back. I'm perfectly happy with Kyo. He's the best caretaker I've got, might even make him my boyfriend. Kyo's face went red, words stuck. Bai grabbed the doorknob. Kyo, out. Now. Lin cut in. He's doing his job, and I need him here. Bai snapped, I'll send a specialist. Lin smirked. No thanks. Kyo's my guy, he's got the magic touch. Kyo stepped back from the bed, followed his boss through the busy hospital, up to the top floor. Out on the balcony, Dr. B eyed him sharp. She asked about his tie to Lin. He waved it off, grinning, strictly work, nothing else. Her face darkened. She accused Lin of fooling the doctors. He called out, feeling her rage. She shot him a glare. She's trouble, like a cat with too many claws, she said, chuckling dark. He explained, no other patients, all on her. Her voice dropped. Lin poisoned her fiancé. His jaw hit the floor. No proof, Dr. B said, but her family cut her off total. That woman's got more than one man's blood on her hands. He pushed, how'd she know? She paused, almost spilled her own link to Lin, then turned. Steer clear. I'll figure out how to help you. He grinned big, thanked her. She huffed playful. Stop calling me Director, Nuna's fine, unless you want me to start calling you Nurse Fancy Pants. His head spun with warnings when his phone buzzed. Unknown voice, ice in his veins, kidnapped his mom, come to the abandoned site on Zhangbi Street. Inside the crumbling building, thugs with clubs circled. One leaned to the guy in the wheelchair, Mr. Gua. Do we really need this many goons to teach one guy a lesson? It's not like he's a kung fu movie star. Gua sneered, the kid would pay. Glared at the bound woman, their bait. Thug grabbed her arm. She's worth her weight in gold, unlike my last paycheck. The woman, Tien, snapped awake. Demanded what they wanted. Lead guy leaned close, venom dripping. Don't you recognize me? She demanded release. He slapped her hard. Shut up. I'm not scared of anyone, not even your son's bad haircut. Another thug, Go, ranted about Kyo's old beating, swore payback. Tien bit the kidnapper's hand, he kicked her down. Kyo burst in, rage booming. Where's my mother? Fists clenched. Lead thug smirked, pointed to Tien out cold. Still breathing, for now. Kyo's heart dropped, called to her. She stirred weak. Run, son. There's too many of them. He roared, I'll end you all. Thugs grabbed weapons, leader barked attack. Kyo charged, fist cracked bone, the first guy folded, out. Others swung batons, he dodged fast, fists flying, sent one crashing. Spun, smashed Go's face, he flew. The rest froze. Kyo locked on the boss. Your turn. Boss yanked a huge knife, stunned one guy, took 10. You're just mocking us now. Lunged. Tien screamed his name. Blade hit Kyo's gut, snapped clean. Thug stared at the handle. Guess I shouldn't have bought this at the discount villain store. Boss panicked, Kyo was Tiger's List legend. Tried to run, Kyo grabbed his shoulder, pain like lightning. Boss hit the ground, begging. Don't kill me. Kyo gripped his collar. You knew the risks. Thug whimpered. Dragon King's wrath shocked Kyo. I'm his lackey, he confessed, sorry to both. Kyo hesitated, couldn't just walk. Tien trembled, stay calm. He draped his jacket over her, sorry for the mess. She smiled faint. I'm okay, son. Footsteps. Xiao rolled in with crew. Boss groveled, whined about Kyo's attack. Xiao unimpressed, what did you do now? Boss pointed, beat my men. Xiao eyebrow up. Him? Alone? What, is he part ninja, part tornado? They just wanted manners, Boss stammered. Xiao raged, Kyo's the Dragon King's honored guest. Thug's jaw dropped. Xiao to Kyo, back to hospital, he'd clean up. No more surprise parties, I promise. Kyo stone-faced, trusted him, hugged his mom, let her out. Outside, storm raged, lightning lit a body in the mud, blood in rain. Another in a shallow grave, arm out, red-stained. Hospital ER, Kyo checked his mom. You okay, Mom? She nodded, no fret. To Dr. B, warm thanks. Director promised med list. Kyo will nag you about them, don't worry. Tien winked sly. If my son had a girlfriend like you, I'd sleep like a baby. Kyo groaned. Mom, really? You're embarrassing me in front of the cool doctor. Dr. B laughed, promised watch on him. He's safe with me unless he tries to steal my coffee. Kyo hoped she wasn't mad at the matchmaking. She was something lucky to work with her. She caught his stare. Why are you gawking? He shrugged. Just thinking about paperwork, not your awesome hair. Get docs ready, she said. He nodded fast. Patient shuffled by, Kyo hit the corridor, dreaming promotion, no more nursing, tell Lin the news. But weird, guard blocked a ward, no outsiders. Inside, woman's voice ripped, then slap. Kyo barged in, Lin eyes closed, still after the hit. Stranger with goons demanded who he was. Who are you, and what's going on here? Guard grabbed him out. Kyo threw it off, punched guard down. Others charged, he dodged, gut-punched another, sprawled like trash. Woman screamed at Lin, drove her brother to grave. Swung again, Kyo caught her arm. Stop. She snapped, stay out. Lin calm, don't interfere, guards leave soon. Kyo, you stood up for me once. I'm returning the favor, call it my cardio for the day. Lin flashed back, used as a tool, always alone. Kyo guarding her hit different. She smiled soft, sat close. Thanks for everything. Stranger pointed raging. You're defending a killer. Kyo, in this hospital, everyone's equal. I don't buy your story about Lin. Woman Chen Yenru glared over beaten guards, accused shame on family. Lin, you dishonor yours every day. Yenru raised hand, Kyo caught it cold. She gasped. What do you think you're doing?